special night for Roger Softball, as we welcome one of our own teachers, Miss Bunch, as honoree for Breast Cancer Awareness Night. She was diagnosed with breast cancer in June of 2020. The world had shut down due to COVID pandemic just a few months earlier and 3 hours before she got the diagnosis. Coach Bunch and her discovered she was pregnant with her fourth child at the age of 45. Her cancer doctors referred to her as too young and healthy to have cancer, while her OBGYN doctor referred to her pregnancy as geriatric and high risk. They all laugh about that. The pregnancy complicated her cancer treatment, and the cancer added to the challenges of unexpectedly being pregnant at 45, let alone the global pandemic also in full force. While her cancer journey was full of unique challenges in getting their littlest, Bunchling, here is nothing short of a miracle. She is incredibly grateful to be here with their very healthy and active 5-year-old Beckham. Miss Bunch, you may now throw out the first pitch. Please join me in another round of applause for Miss Bunch and all those who have battled breast cancer. Now for the starting lineup for your visiting team, the Southside Mavericks, coached by Mandy Young. Batting first, playing shortstop, number 16, Jocelyn Watson.
This program is copyright of RHS TV. Any unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or retransmission without any express written consent is strictly prohibited.
Welcome to Rogers High School. My name is Zach Land. I'm joined by my good friend and coworker Jeff Anderson. In the booth tonight, we'll be bringing you some Mountie softball. It is Southside week. Last night, we had the baseball team hosting Southside here at home. They won 3-2. Soccer, boys and girls, hosted Southside, both victorious, 4-0 and 5-0 victories in soccer. Tonight, baseball is down at Southside, and we're hosting Southside for the last home game of the season and the last home conference game of the season for softball. So, looking forward to a good night. You see the girls in their pink uniforms. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Night, and just a moment ago, you saw Mrs. Bunch throw out the first pitch. It's pretty special.
Now batting, number 16, Joshua
Starting pitching tonight, Aubrey Gilliland for your Mounties. First hitter here for the Southside Lady Mavericks, Jocelyn Wasson.
It's a great start. Like to see her starting off with a strike right off the bat. Looking like we're going to get good bits of the plate tonight from the ump. I like that. Start out with a 0-2 count. Trying to get her to chase a little bit, pitching down low on the outside. Probably pitch around her a little bit, see if we can catch her swinging here. Slapper staying pretty disciplined there. Brought it up and in that time. Tried to give her a different look. Couldn't quite get it. Now we got a full count here, 3-2. And here comes the pitch. Hits it right back up the middle. Aubrey's able to grab that ball, flip it over to first, and get the out. First out of the night.
Now batting, number 4, Elizabeth Green.
Now up to bat for Southside's number 4, Elizabeth Green. Start out once again with a pitch on the inside, getting a strike.
I'd like to see Gilliland getting ahead early on both of these batters, early in the count.
Yep. Got her on an off-speed pitch there. Got her swinging. See if we can get this third strike here a little earlier rather than 4 pitches later. Definitely like starting from ahead, though. Brought it inside.
Yeah.
And here's the pitch. That one's fouled off by Green.
Got that score bug fixed for you. Had a little technical issues with the scoreboard, but we got it going now. One out here in the top of the first inning. 1-2 count to Green.
Aubrey tried to give her a little bit of an off speed, got it out and up on that one.
Tell you what, we've talked about this before. One thing I really like about Gilliland is her the mixture of the fastball and the off speed.
Yep.
And the difference between those two pitches. She does a good job mixing it in.
Yep. Brought her with the fastball. Shortstop's able to pick that up. Gets the throw to first. Got 2 outs.
Mitchell to Tumala, 6-3 for your scorecard at home.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Callie Culverson. Aubrey gives her a little off speed right across the plate. I like that even in her first pitches, she's mixing it up on what she's giving them. Hopefully keep them off balance the most of the time. Got hit out to right field. That ball's down. Finley's gonna play it off the wall, and Culverson's gonna get all the way around to third.
Yeah. She was digging in, hit that all the way to the wall. A little different look in outfield. Izzy Anderson in center.
Now batting number 17, Marley
It's going to
Walker.
be Finley Wiggins playing right field.
Yep, in our last game against Harbor, Casey Bell, the normal center fielder, she took a hit trying to go after a ball and took the ball in the eye. Her eye's pretty swollen shut right now. So Izzy's filling in there in center field.
Shift Izzy over. Another 6'3" here.
Like seeing the solid defense behind them. That triple didn't matter.
Right? So one hit, no runs. Gilliland with a solid start to the inning. We're going to hang out here. We'll be here for the bottom half of the first inning. We're going to start with Izzy Anderson, then Rosie Tumala, then Rayleigh Wagner to start the lineup. It is just kind of like a 1990s psych game here today. Everybody's got the jackets out. It felt so good this weekend and yesterday. And then today the temperature dropped 20 degrees, about 45 degrees at the start of the game. You can see the dugouts keeping warm over there with their jackets, doing a little dancing.
Well, that storm rolled through last night. It certainly brought the cold front through.
There we go. Another minor correction there for our score bug. Bottom of the first inning. There you see the dugout looking excited. I like these jerseys. Girls are going to take these home. I saw their last name printed on them, so this is just special for today.
Yeah, Arc Apparel is the one who made these. Our announcer is part of that company, and they do a really great job with those jerseys.
I'm going to watch that first one well off the plate.
Izzy hits one right back up the middle. See if she can run that. Oh, they overthrow it. So she's going to end up at second. The ball's going to end up in the dugout. Like to see that when she gets a good hit, she can cause a lot of pressure and cause a lot of errors.
I might have to check the game changer on that because, I mean, you could put E6 on that, but you could also give her a hit because it was going to be close either way. As fast as Anderson is getting to first base, that was not a routine play.
Rosie's going to put another ball right up the middle. They're going to try it again. They get her at first, but Anderson gets an advance all the way to third. Oh.
Got an appeal here.
Umpire here in the field just called interference. Trying to say that Anderson impeded the shortstop to get that ball. And Coach Ray tried to argue that, but she's going to lose that battle to the umpire.
Now batting number 8.
And I'm uncertain about that because The play was still made at first. It wasn't like there was a double play potential. The play was still made, 6-3. So I'm uncertain how it was.
Some of us call that a little bit different than others, but basically, if the runner impedes the fielder has to change direction to be able to go get the ball. Then that can be a cause for interference. I don't know that was the case here. Yeah. I actually thought the runner went around the fielder going after the ball, and usually there has to be contact on that play as well.
Yeah, it's one of those discretionary calls. Wagner's going to fly out to the left. So that's going to be
an unfortunate play there, because with Izzy on third, even if Rayleigh hits that ball to left field, there's a chance for her to tag and score.
Yes,
which she probably does, and we would be up 1-0. Coach Ray is still voicing a little bit of displeasure at that call.
She's not like it. Umpire's not giving her the time of day for it, though. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back here in just a moment. All right, we're back here for the top of the second inning. Lady Mounties kind of finishing the warm-ups there. We're going to see Autumn Phelan, Bella Sarton, and Caroline French to start the inning off for the Lady Mavericks. Autumn Phelan, the first baseman for the Lady Mavericks. First pitch swinging.
Just off the tip of her glove. She's going to leg it out to third. The throw's just not quite in time there. Just off the tip of Finley's glove out there in right field. See what we can do here to kind of hold them in check.
Pitcher for the Lady Mavericks, Bella Sartin. Another first pitch swinging.
She chipped that one off the plate in front of her for a foul.
So we've seen two pitches this inning, two contacts. One lifted to right field.
Definitely made an early adjustment. Aubrey was pitching some balls out over the plate, and they were getting calls on them, so she's going to flip one. Had a little slow bouncer that got to Gilliland. Gilliland was able to make the play over to Laurel at first, but the run did score. 7 came around, and Autumn Phelan came around and scored.
Yeah, there's no play at home. She was attempting to slide a little bit late and kind of tripped on the plate there, but she appeared to be fine, got up. Was able to walk back to the dugout with no issues there. Brings up Caroline French, left fielder. I'll tell you one thing I've noticed about these Lady Mavericks is when they hit the ball, they get going. They are running fast around the bases. Yes. Every girl that we've seen on the base path has had some wheels.
They definitely have some speed out there. Aubrey's able to get a strike call out there on the outside corner, bringing that count to 1-1.
I like it.
Yep. Just a little low.
Plate discipline from French there. That's a pitch I would have swung at. Bottom just dropped out right as it got to the plate.
Yep. Gonna hit one out there to center. Oh, Izzy Anderson just outside of her reach. Able to hold that to second, though.
Now batting
Got a
number
couple
3,
balls just
Bailey
outside of the
Franklin.
fielder's range at the moment. Got number 3 coming up here, Zaylee Franklin, the right fielder. The runner on second. 1 out. Got another ball out there to right field. They wave her home.
Not surprising.
No, number 1 was able to score pretty easily on that one. Off of a single
Now batting number 5, Abby
to
Jones.
right field.
It's going to be the second run on the board for the Lady Mavericks. Even though the temperature dropped, they brought the hot bats here, especially in the second inning. That was the first hit that was just a single, and honestly, it was well hit to right field. If that goes, just a little more to the right, she's probably standing on second.
Yep. Looks like we're getting a pitching change here. Looks like Addie Southworth is going to come in.
I didn't think Gilliland was doing poorly. Maybe just give Southside a different look here. I think Southside was just doing a little better hitting.
Yep. Coach has done that a couple times this season, though. If she thinks that they're dialing in on a pitcher, she's not afraid to change pitchers there.
That's smart. I mean, you think about, just talking to Ty Burnham in class today about the baseball game last night, and I had heard Southside had some sore arms late in the season, so we might get some second, third kind of day pitchers. But he said they brought a sophomore that was throwing like 86, 85, and that's what you expect on day one, but maybe not a team that you were thinking was going to be pitched a little bit slower. So being able to key in on the pitcher and just change the speed, if you can change it, in baseball, 10 miles an hour, in softball, if you can change it 5 to 8 miles an hour from that pitcher, then it makes a big impact. So we'll see what Southworth can do here. Falls behind 1-0. It's a called strike.
Brings that pitch on the inside.
This is Abby Jones for Southside.
They're definitely swinging the bats. Not afraid to go after a pitch if they think they can make contact with it. She fouls that one off. Now we got to count a 1 and 2. See if we can get her to chase something here. I don't think that was quite the pitch Addie was looking for.
Little combo situation, trying to get the out at home, but also Yates behind the plates, trying to hold Franklin at first. She looks over as soon as she gets that ball in her glove. She looks over for a back pick if it's there, trying to make sure Franklin doesn't get too large of a lead.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to see Addie make a throw down there to first. That runner's kind of hanging out there, looking, waiting on her to see what she's going to do.
It's almost like a game of chicken over there.
Let's go out to center field. Izzy's able to get that one pretty easily, gets it back in. We've got 2 outs on the board now.
Now batting number 16, Jocelyn.
Well, we used to tell the runners when I coached first base for travel ball and here, if that catcher's not looking at you and she's not thinking about throwing out there, you're not far enough out. We want you to be out there making them think about, and sometimes that messes with the catcher too because they're so concerned about holding that runner. Sometimes they forget their job behind the plate. Addie's doing a good job back there though.
could never coach baseball or softball. I would be way too aggressive. I'd send them every time I had an opportunity to. Be like, yeah, you're going.
Well, our philosophy was if you don't get somebody thrown out, you're probably not being aggressive enough. You can't just send them when it's going to be safe. Sometimes you got to take a chance or two. Because ultimately, they still have to make a throw and a catch. So you still got a good opportunity to get a base. That's a good pitch right across the middle of the plate. Brings that count to 2-1.
Jocelyn Wasson, the shortstop, last time she grounded out after she was in a full count, just the last inning. We're back to the top of the lineup with 2 outs here in the top of the second.
Southworth is able to even that count off of a foul ball there. Got it 2-2 now.
Deuces wild.
Well, that ball's just foul, just fair, right? Just right past the base. Right fielder's got that ball, throwing it in. They're going to hold the runner at third, though. They got 1 run in. Zaylee Franklin was able to get around from first. Gives Southside a 3-0 lead now, 3-0 lead.
And that was just a great piece of hitting. You're getting a 2-2 count and then just put it right on the first base bag.
Yep.
And that ball just cut. There's not much Tumula can do there on first. It's a good piece of hitting.
Yep.
And I'll see Elizabeth Green here, the catcher.
Puts that first pitch right down the middle and gets a strike call for it. Yep. Yates is doing a good job behind the plate, keeping everything in front of her. Helping those young freshman pitchers out, sophomore and freshman. That one's a ball.
Unable to get Green to chase on that.
She's really trying to get her to chase on that outside, just not quite close enough for Green to go after that ball.
He said, you know, I gave you a pitch on the middle. Now I want to try to just dot all around the zone and see if I can get you to chase. She's not been able to yet. 3-1.
Got another one.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought that was a strike, but he called it a ball.
I wasn't sure because he lifted his hand.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be a strike call, but apparently he just lifted to kind of point to first. So that puts runners on the corners for Callie Culverson. She had a triple to right field in the first inning.
Line one out there to center field. Ball was about 3 feet off the ground all the way out there.
You know what they call that?
Anderson's able to get that ball in quickly, but it did get a 4th run around for the Mavericks. That'll bring up Marley Walker from the center fielder.
So a worm burner.
A worm burner, yep.
I was trying to think of.
Little grounder out to second. Fithian's able to flip that ball over to Laurel Tumala and get the 3rd out. Left 2 stranded. They did put up a couple runs that inning. They're
Yeah.
up
4-0.
4-0.
4-0 here in the second inning. Trying to get the bats going here. We're going to see Brooke Dixon, Addie Yates, and Riley Fithian at the plate here in just a moment. Your Lady Mounties trying to make a comeback here early. It's like starting still on the mound for the Lady Mavericks. She had a 1-2-3 inning in the first. Not in that order.
Right. Little help from the umpire there with the interference call.
Interference call definitely didn't help. Saved a run for them. So we'll see if we can get something going here soon.
Now batting number 4, Brooke Dixon.
All right, we got Brooke Dixon up to bat. She's ready for the delivery from the Southside pitcher. Ball's on the outside. Second pitch was high. Brooks showing some good discipline there, not chasing anything. It's pretty much what I expect out of Brooke, though. She's pretty solid at the plate. Way ahead here, looking for a pitch. Ball 3, another high ball on the outside. Probably taken here. Oh, got a strike call on the outside corner. Must have just barely caught the corner in there. Got a count of 3-1. Got a ball 4. Starts us off with a walk. See if we can make him take advantage of that. Got Addie Yates, number 11, up to bat, the catcher. Came out with a pitch right down the middle. Starting out with the strike. Addie laces one over the top of the third baseman's head. That'll give her an easy single. Advances Brooke to second base. Brings Riley Fithian, number 5, up to bat.
Number 5, Riley Fithian.
First 2 innings, Rogers has had runners on board. Runners at first and second, no outs, threatening early. Ooh. A long strike call. Strike.
Yep. He definitely wanted everybody to know it was a strike. That's the first pitch strike that she's thrown out there. See if we start adjusting to that. Southside defense looks like they want to throw that ball around, but they haven't made a throw on any of these runners yet. Looks like she's going to stay out of the double play ball. They're going to get Addie at second, but Riley is safe at first. And we advance Brooke all the way over to third. Hopefully Kinsley can put a ball in play here, and maybe we can get a run on the board, start catching up here.
Like that decision from Jones, trying to go 4-6-3
Yep.
for the double play is the right call to do. Taylor-made ball hit right to her.
Yep.
Fling it over to short, try to get the double play, but 50 is just too fast. Beats it out for the fielder's choice. Now we got runners on the corners here. They're going to take a quick timeout, meet at the mound. You see Coach Ray meeting with our players over here in the third base line.
I'm betting in this situation that they're going to talk about what they're going to do with Fithian, because Fithian's probably going to try to steal second here, and they're going to try to make a play on Brooke. This is pretty common here in softball that we like to try to trick a runner if we can. See what we got going on here. Riley's going to hold this first pitch. Looks like they brought that shortstop over around second just because they were going to make her run in really short so they could make the throw out to second base, but then immediately throw the ball back home.
That's what I thought was happening too. They're trying to cut it.
Yep.
Just like you call, we're going to see.
Riley's going to find her way into a pickle here. Oh, there's an overthrow. And that's the reason why you do that type of thing, because Riley finds a way into a pickle. Brooke runs out there a little bit, and they throw a ball out, overthrow the ball to third. That brings Brooke into home. Riley's safe at second.
Just really, pretty good base running, and you're just hoping that they can make a mistake playing catch. Just try to speed them up a little bit, get them to throw the ball a little faster than they were wanting to.
Yep.
Able to get a mistake there. Mitchell's going to get ahead 3-0 in this count.
Well, that's what aggressive base running does for you right there.
I don't know if I like or dislike. I think I like this home plate umpire strike call.
Listen, I will take a clear, defined strike from an ump anytime.
Yeah.
Last thing you want to do is have somebody behind the plate who's really slow to pull a strike, because then you don't know what's going on and throws the game off.
That's going to fill the count to Mitchell. One out, runner on second.
It's going to be the second walk of the inning here.
Now batting, number 1, Laurel to the left.
See what we decide to do here with Laurel swinging away here. Got runners on first and second. Sometimes the strategy here would be to lay down a bunt just to advance your runners. With only one out. I'd like to do it with no outs, because then you've got a couple of opportunities to get a run to score.
It's not exactly a pitch out, but kind of a similar thought process there. Pitch it low and inside. See if she'll offer at it. Go back to that same pitch.
She drilled that ball down the line, but just foul. Just foul.
Low and inside. See if the runners are going to jump. See what happens here. See if Tumala will possibly offer. She didn't the first pitch. That one she liked a little better and made decent contact. Just pulled it foul. Pass ball is going to advance both runners. It's going to be 2-1. Two and one's the count.
It's throwing me off. Sorry, that's what I was looking at. It's not your fault.
That ball's above the zone. So we got a 3-1 count to Tumala. Runners on second and third. The tying run at the plate. Now the tying run on board.
Now batting.
We're
Number 14.
starting to see number 23 here starting to struggle just a little bit. Gonna have a meeting at the mound with the players. Try to get her to regroup so she can find that zone again. Yep, Varsity Southworth batting. Looks like the pitcher's batting. They've got Finley playing the designated player today. So she is just going to play the field.
Southworth is the go-ahead run here in the second inning. Watches that ball on the
Apparently
outside corner of the plate there.
Apparently the pitcher does not think the other pitcher is going to swing here. So she's going to challenge her. That one was a little low. Catcher was able to keep that ball in front of her, though, so
I got 1-1.
should be 1-2. I think called the first 2 strikes.
Must have missed the first pitch there.
Oh, that ball was framed by the catcher just right, because that looked like it was a little bit on the outside, like a little bit too far on the outside. That'll bring us back up to the top of the lineup. Number 21, Izzy Anderson. Bases loaded. Izzy fouled that first ball off. Catcher's kind of setting up on the outside, so I'd expect that ball. Izzy's put a ball to the shortstop. They were able to make the easy out at second and in that threat. We're going to leave 3 stranded there.
That's tough. And honestly, you wonder how much that call earlier in the game, that runner's interference, has kind of creeped in the head of these runners as they kind of tiptoe across the base path. Are we confident that, if we just take off for a sprint, that we're going to get called for another out there or not? So looks like a little hesitation there from second base, but we'll be back here for the top of the third inning in just a moment. Starting the third inning the same way we started the second inning with Autumn Phelan, Bella Sarton, and Caroline French. Here's Phelan. How about that snow cone?
Able to just jump up. Riley made a great play, get that ball right on the tip of the glove, get a snow cone, like you said.
Tell you what, last inning, Phelan hit that very hard fly ball to right field that Wiggins struggled a little bit with. but she's made contact and pulled it to the right side both times. Pitcher-pitcher matchup again.
Fouled that ball off of the bars back here behind the home plate.
Let's try to catch it through the net. So at my son's baseball tournament this weekend, I was sitting down the right field, left field lines towards the outfield. Another strike there.
Got a called strike. He really's liking that outside corner on the right side there.
But anyways, I always like to try to catch the foul balls that come over, and there's quite a few in youth baseball.
Not a lot of fan worries back here. We've got a beautiful stadium, and this net stretches all the way up to the top, so don't have to worry too much about that.
No, and they have a deal in the concession where if you do get a foul ball that goes over, turn it in and get a Geico Gecko keychain. Both my kids have managed to weasel their way to get one of those and stick them on their backpack. Keychains like that are still a bit more popular in elementary school.
That's always a bit of fun there. Riley's able to make the second play for the out. Picked up a one-hopper. Flipped it over to Laurel Tumala. We got 2 quick outs. See if we can get that ever-elusive third out here. Love to see us go 1, 2, 3. And Riley Fithian's going to make all 3 outs that inning with a nice little piece of work on a backhand that she's able to flip over to Laurel Tumala.
And as you asked for it, a 1-2-3 inning, all of those balls, like you said, going to Riley Fithian at second. Great play where she snow coned that first one, caught it on the top of her glove. Next 2 grounded right to her. Made it look easy.
Great piece of work that inning, all the way around.
So see if we can keep those bats hot here in the bottom. Bottom of the inning, we're going to start with Rosie Tumala. Let's see Rayleigh Wagner and Brooke Dixon. A lot of offense today. Had left the bases loaded last inning. Did get 1 run across.
But we're starting at a good part of our lineup. I'd love to see these 3 come away with hits.
It just feels like an early season game. I know it's the last home game of the season, but it's May. It just feels early with the clouds, the breeze blowing in. Do have a nice breeze coming from left to right field. So it just kind of has a different feel to it for some reason today.
It's that chill in the air. It's the chill in the air. It's not very often that you pull out the big parkas
In May.
in May.
Yeah. Well, we got a great crew here tonight, a great crew of students that are running pretty much everything. You got Jeff and I talking, but you got Genesis on first base. Call him Jimbo at home. Dane at third. Harley's keeping our scorebook up to date, and Sam over here directing the whole show. Good crew tonight.
Yes, sir. Especially when I leave Marley alone and let her do her job.
She's a rock star. Marley is one of the 4 RHS TV students that help with the Natural stream. When they're not working here, go help Naturals, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals AA baseball team with their stream. They do a good job with them as well.
Yeah, I saw that post you guys posted last time they were out there.
Yeah.
Looked like they were having fun.
They're doing a good job, but that one's lifted.
Rosie tried to get that up over the third baseman, but just popped it up just enough, and she's able to get underneath it and get that out.
Now batting, number 8, Rayleigh Wagner.
Heard Mark Barriola call that a duck snort. You ever heard that phrase, duck snort?
I heard you guys talking about this one.
Or a Texas leaguer.
Texas leaguer.
I like that, Texas leaguer. Told Mason he's got to say that at Oklahoma State. They'll love it.
Rayleigh drives one right back up the middle with a great play by the second baseman. She's not able to get her at first, but if that ball would have got through, well, it would have been up to that center fielder. And really might have been able to get an extra base out of that.
A great play by Wasson, shortstop.
See what Brooke Dixon can do here. I think she earned a walk last time she was up. Oh, getting these balls where we're just quite.
No chance. Okay.
Yep, just quite getting the end of it, getting off the end of the bat and just kind of popping them up there, not really getting any good contact on them. Saw one from the Southside hitters last time, and we've had 2 of them now. Braley was able to get back to first, though.
Addie laced one last inning.
Almost got hit there. Picked her foot up, got out of the way of the ball.
What happens? You get hit by a pitch. You get ice cream at my house.
Well, and you get a free base out of that, too.
Yeah. Tell my son and my daughter, you get hit, you get ice cream. My son got hit twice in the same game, so I got fancy ice cream. Went to the new place in Bentonville. Cost me $18 for 2 ice cream cones.
That is.
Oh, that one's lifted.
Addie hits one back out there. That center field is a little bit rangy. She's able to just get underneath that ball and in that inning.
Tell you what, that's good movement from Walker. It's Marley Walker out there in center field. She makes it all the way over to bring that in and record the out. When that ball was lifted out to left, I thought maybe it had a chance. It was in the gap.
It was right smack dab in between the 2 of them, so it definitely had a shot. But
it floated too long, and like we talked about them on the base path. These girls can move. The Southside girls are quick, but not just quick. You have to be quick and get a good read, a good jump.
Absolutely.
Tell you what, Marley Walker did all of that there. So you can't ask much more out of a center fielder. So no runs scored for the Lady Mavericks or for the Lady Mounties. Sorry, I'm trying to direct Sam. Oh, we'll be right back in just a moment.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way.
Come on in and see for yourself.
Addie Southworth back out for your Lady Mounties. You see Zaylee Franklin. She watches that first pitch for a ball. In the top of the 4th inning. Your Mounties, Lady Mounties trail 1-4 to the Lady Mavericks of Southside.
Wind's starting to pick up just a little bit, starting to get a little more breeze. Looks like it's going out to right field. That looked like a pretty good pitch, but apparently he did not feel so.
Tell you what, I like that we moved to this right booth. We can see right behind the plate. When I was in that left booth early in the season, I couldn't see the pitches as well across the plate. But back here, we got a pretty good angle right behind our camera operator here. Nice pitch.
Got her swinging on that one upstairs. Had a nice little bit of speed to it and moving up. Could see the batter try to chase that ball upstairs. See what we can do at 2-2. Bounce that one out there just a little bit. Get Addie to stride out just a little bit more so she gets a little more power behind that. And we got a full count Here we go. Not quite able to get that one. That was not quite what she wanted. Bounce that ball just in front of the plate and have a walk here. Uh-oh. Bring up number 5, Abby Jones, bottom of the order here. Their runners really aren't all that aggressive right now. This just getting a couple steps off the bag and not really feeling like there's a big threat to steal here. A foul ball off of the netting again. Evens the count at 1-1. Just keep leaving this ball just a little bit short. A little bit of a problem there getting the ball back to the pitcher. Kind of flipped out of her glove, and nobody was really paying attention, but there was no damage done on that.
A little panic in the infield, but they settled down. Settled down with it there. Like you said, no damage. Runner stays at first.
It's a good stride out that time. Didn't quite get that call in the corner, though. Much to the dismay of some of the people in the audience. Here's the 3-1 delivery. That was a called strike. The runner did advance.
Might have some Southside fans not crazy about that called strike, since it got past Yates. A lot of times, fans will say, "Hey, if the catcher doesn't catch it, they don't want the umpire calling it a strike, even if it is in the zone."
Well, that's just barely looked like a very similar pitch. Actually, I thought that one was more of a strike than the one previous, but the umpire disagreed with me. Not for the first time. Number 16, Jocelyn Watson's up. Shortstop. There's a strike. That one's laced right back up the middle in the gap. Izzy's making a throw home. Almost got her at home, just a little bit behind her. So even though that's a single, the runner on second was able to get around and score. Makes it 5-1 now.
So we're going to see another pitching change here.
So we're going to bring Easton Wyatt out, number 22. Another freshman. She's the freshman ace.
We'll let her warm up, and we'll be right back here after a quick message. All right, we're back here with some action. This is Elizabeth Green.
Going to see a little difference in speed here. But that one's a little low and outside.
Some fresh sand out there. Tell you what, I was in Farmington, the co-op, back several years ago. You ever been to the softball field in Farmington?
I have.
They're hosting a state tournament there. That same week I was there, same day I think they had games, and I was out testing some camera equipment, and the coach was out there trying to get the field called strike.
Yeah, there's a little bit of movement on her ball. That ball looks like it starts on the outside and then it swings back in.
But they have, or they had at the time, a dirt infield, so they were trying to get the right consistency of, got to add some.
She gets a third strike, gets his first strikeout there.
Yeah, had to add a little kitty litter or sand or something to kind of firm it up a little bit, but then I think it got a little too firm and they had to add a little bit more water, and it's a whole science experiment.
Oh, yeah, it's always trying to find the balance because you've got, especially if it's rained anything at all, you're trying to put some quick dry out there and
Yeah, that's what it was, quick dry.
trying to make it be consistent there. Well, and here's the other thing about bringing Easton out here. Easton's a lefty, so now the ball, like usually, now it's spinning back into them. Like a right-handed batter, that ball looks like it's going out and spins back into them. Gives you a little different look.
Callie Culverson's 2 for 2 with a triple and a single.
Defense is doing a good job reacting to that. Waiting for somebody to try to steal here. Got her reaching for that ball.
It's a good pitch.
Yes, it was. Got a 2-1 count here. Easton lost a little bit of control on that one. Now he's not quite able to grab that one. Runners are advanced to second and third. Called a strike on that ball, much to the dismay of Callie Culverson. Let's see what we can do here with the full count and 1 out. She's going to get that walk after all. We got bases loaded.
Now batting, number 17, Marley Walker.
Number 17, Marley Walker's up to bat. Easton's got herself in a little bit of a jam here. Let's see if she can work her way back out. Counts 1-0. Easton's working that outside corner. She's got this nice little curveball that kind of breaks late, catches the edge of the plate. Counts 1-1. Pitches that pitch again, and Walker's able to foul that ball off.
Go.
There we go. Counts 1-2. And she gets her swinging for the second strikeout of the inning.
Second strikeout of the game for the Mounties.
Now batting, number 7, Autumn
Don't have a strikeout for Sarton either.
Bring out the speedster Phelan, number 7.
Got one.
This will be an interesting one here because Easton's kind of been living on that right side of the plate. Now she's got a left-handed batter, which means that ball's coming right at her. It's going to be an inside pitch. So our right side of the field needs to be ready to go here. Ooh, not getting the strike call there. Sometimes having that batter in there changes the ump's view for some reason. And a pitch that's a strike for the right-handed batter won't be a strike for the left-handed batter. Three straight balls here, 3 straight balls.
So now you've got the universal take here. Bases loaded.
She's going to get the strike call on that one.
Yeah, bases loaded, 3-0 count. If anybody swings at that,
it's got to be a perfect pitch.
I'm not going to say they're going to walk home, but it's tough.
Unfortunately, we're going to walk one home here because we couldn't quite find that area with that left-handed batter there. That'll bring up number 23, Bella Sarton, the pitcher. Our catcher's going to go out and have a little conference with Easton here for just a second. That's what a good pitcher-catcher combo does.
They call it a battery in softball? Is it a battery?
I think so.
I don't know if that term transfers over from baseball. Good conference there.
I think Addie told her, hey, just get out there and pitch the ball like you normally do. You're a pretty good pitcher. You know what's going on. Little pop up over to the right side. Looks like it's going to get out of play and go off the dugout over there. That'll give 2 strikes here.
Sarton is 0 for 2. She's grounded out in the second and the third inning.
I'm going to guess that Easton's going to make her try to chase a little bit here. And sure enough, we got a
Drop third strike.
That's a drop third
They're going to say
strike.
Tumala got pulled off the bag. I'm not real sure what the confusion was there.
Well,
Yates still looks a little confused behind home plate. I don't know that you can advance on a drop third strike if first base is occupied.
That's what and I think the rules are a little different when you have bases loaded, but I thought that should have been an out there.
It's wild. Either way, scores 2 for the Lady Mavericks. That makes the score 8-1. And brings up Caroline French. Evens up the count 1-1. One-two count. This is outside. Then I'm Googling myself, and AI says if there's less than 2 outs, bases loaded, but there are 2 outs, so I'm not sure.
I think that's where that difference comes into play, is that when there's 2 outs, they can still
Foul number
advance.
3 by Easton Wyatt.
Easton's able to get the strikeout, the third strikeout, and in that inning, though. Unfortunately, they put up 4 runs in that inning, so
Yeah.
now we're down 8-1.
Only if there are 2 outs. I read that incorrectly. only if there are 2 outs can they run. So pretty much the Stars have to align, and they did
They did on that one.
on that one, which is unfortunate for the Mountie fans here as it scores 2. We're going to see, it's like the middle of the lineup here, Riley Fithian, Kinsley Mitchell, and Laurel Tumala up to the plate here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Fithian reached last inning on a fielder's choice, kind of hit a ball pretty firmly at second. We talked about that, kind of that 4-6-3. They tried the double play, but Fithian beat it out. Mitchell walked. Tumala walked as well. So I wouldn't be upset to get the first 3 girls on board here to start the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, Riley Fithian.
First pitch is high there to Fithian. Gets a ball. Second pitch, she's able to hit the gap between short and third. Get an easy single there. They're going to throw to first, try to get her, but easily safe there. So runner on first. Got Kinsley Mitchell, number 9, batting. She pops one up. High ball to shallow center field. Center fielder's able to come in and get that ball. That'll be the first out of the inning and bring up Laurel Tumala. She's one of the seniors in our starting lineup, so she's got a picture up there with when she played some ball early in the year. She hits a ball to third baseman. They're able to get Riley at second, but not able to get the runner at first. Throw was a little high and brought the first baseman off the bag, just enough for Laurel to get there in time.
Now batting, number 22.
That'll bring up number 22, Easton Wyatt. Bottom of the order here. First pitch is outside. Laurel's able to steal second there on the wild pitch. And that's going to bring Easton over to coach for a little conference, real quick little conference. And look at the 1-0 pitch. Easton's able to foul that ball off. Ball went over to the baseball stadium. Sarton bounced that ball over to the catcher. That'll bring up 2-1 here. Pitch was across the plate but low. They'll give Easton Wyatt a 3-1 count here with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Easton swung at that ball and don't know if she foul tipped it into the ump or what quite happened there, but ump's able to shake that off and get back into the play. Easton fouled that ball off of herself. Count stays full. Luckily, Easton didn't go anywhere when she fouled that ball off, so hit her in the box, so she gets to reset. She's going to earn the walk off of that one. So that'll bring us back up to the top of the lineup here with 2 outs.
Now batting 21, Izzy Anderson.
We'll have a pinch runner come in here. Have a courtesy runner come in here for number 22. Looks like it's number 19. Izzy Anderson's another one of the seniors, so she's got her little baby pictures out there. She's going to foul that first ball off down the first base line into the Mountie dugout almost. I believe number 19 is Rios, Daniela Rios.
You got it.
That second pitch was outside. Brings the count to 1-1. Izzy Anderson's choked up on the bat. She lays that ball down. That ball's bounced. Oh. That ball was bounced in the dirt. But apparently the first baseman was able to hold on to that and get the final out of that inning.
All right, so that's going to do it for the 4th inning. We'll be right back in just a moment for the 5th.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
All right, and here we are back at the top of the 5th.
This will be Zaylee Franklin.
Easton was able to get a strike on the first one. That second pitch was outside. Counts 1-1. Put that ball again on the outside. Franklin was able to foul that ball back.
She walked last inning. She had a single in the second and walked last inning, scored both times. She's made it across the plate, both in the second and the 4th.
But this time,
Nope.
Easton White's going to get her on the strikeout looking.
It's the, oh yeah, I got my
Backwards K there.
Backwards K. My apologies, Easton. That's the 4th strikeout here. And 1 1/3 innings for Wyatt.
She's able to get number 5, Abby Jones, swinging at that first pitch. And I think Easton's going to have a lot to do with our success. She's one of 3 pitchers out here. They all get some pitching time. They need all 3 to be able to pitch well. One count here.
Ooh.
And caught Abby looking at that one again.
Guess I got the very bottom of the zone there. Kind of low, but
I think that ball's kind of spinning down and in. So she's getting the benefit of a call there. That ball's just outside of the zone. Didn't quite break as early as she would like it to. Catch that outside of the plate. But she got that one looking. She got that one to spin back across the plate and seems to be causing some confusion for those batters in the right-handed batter box. Thinking that ball's going to go out and it spins back in on them.
The animation of this home plate umpire. I mean,
It's a lot of fun.
his strikeout call. I mean, it's you don't have to wonder
Nope.
by
That's-
any means.
Like I said, that's the way I like them. It's nice to know when it's a strike and when it's not. Just kind of struggling with that pitch to that left-handed batter right now. There it is. But didn't quite get the call on that one.
Yeah, it looked like it broke a little early. Missed on the outside there.
2-1 count here. Got the call on that one. Addie's able to bring that frame up just a little bit.
Yeah, his zone might be a little low. He likes the low fastballs.
Yep.
Deuce is wild. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. I saw an umpire get a foul ball, pop an umpire in the face mask, and they had to like carry him off the field.
Well, ours took one a little bit earlier where it came off of may have come off of Easton's bat.
From 2-2 to a walk. That puts Jocelyn Watson on first.
Hate to see that, but sometimes that third out, it's a little elusive at times.
Can be. She scored twice. She's 2 for 3. She had a triple and a single. Scored both times, and she grounded out in the first inning. But she's going to be on first. And we talked about these Lady Mavericks on the bases. They're fast. Anticipate that leadoff hitter to be ready to run if she's given a chance. Elizabeth Green at the plate, the catcher.
Big swing and a miss there. Got her looking. Throws just to the right of our second baseman.
Almost like they
But,
heard me talking up here. They're like, oh, they want us to run. Let's give it a shot.
Yep.
Got us mic'd up over there in the dugout. Commentary guy said that we might run. Here we go. She took off next pitch. 1-2's the count.
Yep, they got her looking on that.
Yates turned around and asked the umpire. The board here in the stadium says 1-1. It's actually a 1-2 count. No doubt now, after that foul ball, still stays 1-2. Did you ever hear when you were a kid that you had 99 fouls on the third strike and then they'd call you out?
I have never heard that.
I think I just heard. Maybe it's just something kids say when they're young. They're like, yeah, you can do it 99 times. Not that anybody would ever get there. I mean, you'd probably go through 2 or 3 pitchers trying to get to 99 foul balls.
I mean, I've seen some kids go through a lot of pitches. I've seen a lot of college players go through a lot of pitches, fouling balls off. I've never seen one go that many pitches.
Seen this
Easton's
one.
even that count at 2-2. See if she can get that third out here.
I've seen this one before. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Feel like we've been here a few times.
Ooh.
Just a bit outside.
It didn't come back.
No, it
It
did
looked
not.
like it was about to, and it didn't. It didn't come back across the plate.
As they tell them they got to spin it hard, make that ball break.
There
That
is.
time it
That
broke
was-
back inside.
Yeah, that was the pitch that she wanted the last
that
one.
was it right there. Yep.
Yeah, Green was sitting on that one too. Green was Wyatt's first strikeout last inning.
See if we can get her again here. Oh, she's going to
Saws
go
that
to
off.
Old Reliable over there. Riley Fithian's able to take that one hopper and give it over to Laurel Tumala and get the third out.
Kind of saws that off the handle. I mean, just not able to quite get the barrel around to the ball. Kind of a softly hit ball to second base, but we'll take it now. So that's at the midway through, call it the 5th inning stretch here, the high school. Your Lady Mounties trail 1-8, peeking in to the 5th inning at Southside. The baseball game, in case you're not following around, they just finished the 5th inning. Baseball team, Rogers Mounties 7, Southside Mavericks 1. Down there at Southside. We call it Southside Week.
Like to hear that.
Play them in baseball, play them in softball, play them in soccer. The last stream we're going to do of the season, we got 2 streams coming up. 3, technically, because boys and girls soccer. This Friday, we got boys and girls soccer. We're hosting Heritage right across the town here in Rogers Heritage. And then the boys and girls will host them in soccer. And the baseball team will have a non-conference game Friday against Ozark, Missouri. Ozark Tigers, I believe.
Sounds like we've got a lot of fun opportunities to stream some stuff for RHS TV.
It's gonna be the last one. We're not doing it. Not doing any of the playoff games. The ladies soccer team is gonna be down at Hendricks next week. So I think they've got a stream set up. And I talked to Fayetteville where baseball is gonna be hosted, and they're gonna stream it. So I'll make sure I push that link out on social media so you guys can watch it. But there's no sense in us streaming something that's already being streamed, and those press boxes can get tight anyways. So Fayetteville will be streaming baseball, and then Hendricks should have a stream set up for the girls' soccer tournament. So excited to see those Mountie athletes competing in the state tournament. First pitch swinging.
Tumala drives that ball to third base. Third baseman's able to handle that ball over to first.
Yeah, Culverson holding down the hot corner. Third base was always my favorite base.
Definitely have to be good at the reactions, though. Lots of things going on there. You got people bunting and
Oh, yeah.
people hitting the ball hard, like that last one right there. And third baseman's that Culverson's handled it pretty well.
Rayleigh Wagner hit a rope to center. The 3rd inning. She sees 2 straight balls here in the 5th. Gets ahead 2-0.
Pitcher seems to be struggling. I'm not sure if it's with her footing or if she's just getting tired, but she seems to be bouncing that ball out there in front of the plate. Brought that ball inside and got a strike call there.
I think everybody's expecting a ball down the middle on 3-0. And so even the umpires anticipating making a strike call. That one catches the inside corner.
Rayleigh bounces this couple hopper down to the first baseline and First baseman Phelan's able to catch that and step on the plate almost simultaneously.
Yeah, it's actually took her to the base. Right,
Yeah.
here you go. Here's where you're going to end up anyways.
Yep.
Let's put the ball on it, unfortunately, for Rayleigh. That brings up Brooke Dixon. Brooke walked in the second, then came around and scored. The third inning, she flew out to right. So 0-1 on the day.
Sarton's been able to get us to swing out because she's pitched quite a few first balls coming up to each one of these batters, and they've been able to find a way to get out of those with her defense behind her.
What kind of confidence does that give you as a pitcher? If you have a solid defense behind you, if you can just get a ground ball and trust your defense there, says a lot.
It's a huge deal.
Ooh.
Oh, Brooks thought that was going to be a...
She did. It dropped, but it must have dropped after it went through the zone. It's a called strike. He's also liked the low pitch for a strike call anyways this game, so it might not be that much different than what we've seen.
It looks like once again we're going to bring a ball down the first baseline. Phelan's able to step out, grab that ball, chase, beat Brooke Dixon back to the bag for the third out.
Well, your Lady Mounties go down 1-2-3. We'll be back for the top of the sixth inning after a message from our sponsors.
Here we are at the top of the sixth.
Marley Walker watches that first pitch for a ball. One's up and in for ball two. Walker gets ahead of Wyatt 2-0.
Easton's having a little bit of control issue now. 3 straight balls. See if she can bring it back over the plate here. Get back into the count. Not able to do it there. So 4 straight balls. And that'll put Callie Culverson on first. That'll bring up Marley Walker.
Must be off one.
Marley tried to get a bunt out there, but took it off the top part of the bat and fouled that ball back. Looked like they tried to get a little steal going on there. See if they try that again. They did steal, got a cold strike there. Starting to be a little more aggressive on the bases, getting the runners around.
So I couldn't do it.
Correction, he called that a ball, so it's 1-1. Now it's 1-2 with the fouled ball back.
This would be me. It's that Coach Boone from Remember the Titans. Where he says, we're going to blitz every play. That'd be me. We're going to steal every play. Gonna hang that K up backwards.
Yes, they did.
6 strikeout for Easton Wyatt on the day. 2 1/3 innings.
It's definitely a good rate.
Yeah, I'd take that every day and twice on Sunday. Autumn Phelan fouls that one back.
The runner's definitely being aggressive right now. They're trying to get Culverson around to. She's already in scoring position, but they definitely want to get her around. Give them a potential to end the game a little bit early. But Easton said, I'm not having that. And it's got her second strike now. That ball did not curve back in that time. Stayed on that inside. Autumn Phelan was able to jump out of the way of it. Phelan puts one out to Wiggins. Wiggins is able to get that ball. She makes a quick toss in. That ball roll over to Rayleigh at third. And that gives us 2 outs now and brings up the pitcher, Bella Sarton. I'm watching that runner on second out there. Culverson, she's running halfway down that spot. She's just looking for a reason to be able to get over there to third. Addie's doing a good job watching her, keeping her in check, but she's going to steal now. And Rayleigh,
I thought she
barely did not get the bag. Just did not get the tag down quite fast enough. It was a good throw. It's a little high. Even the coach is going to argue that one just a little bit. She's going to come out here and talk to the field ump.
And that pillar just came right in our view of third base. There's not much we can do about. Maybe move the camera over just a little bit, but man, that pillar's just right in the way. I thought Culverson slid off the base, and Wagner had the tag on her as she came off.
I thought so too, and it looks like the field ump was trying to give an explanation on the fact that even though she slid past, that Rayleigh's tag wasn't quite fast enough on there.
I saw it differently up here, not trying to be a homer, although it does sound like that, but I don't think Coach Ray is going to get much from this field umpire. She's definitely going to let him know what she thinks, but I don't think that's going to sway him one way or the other. He's pretty confident in his decision there.
He seems to definitely have his opinion of the way things are going, and he does not tend to get away from that.
It's going to be 3-0.
Unfortunately, we got a walk out of that. That's going to put runners on first and third. It's going to bring up number 1, Caroline French, the left fielder. It's going to be a called strike there.
I liked it. It was a good-looking pitch.
Yes, it was. Going to watch for a little bit of shenanigans here, see if they try to pull something like what we did when we had runners on first and third earlier in the game. I'm going to assume the pitcher's going to take off here pretty quick. Not quite, though. Going to get second strike call there on that outside corner. Ball's breaking just in time.
The difference on that earlier is I think we only had one out. With 2 outs, a little more difficult to try to make that play. You can still make that play and just try to get that runner home before they get tagged. It's not going to matter here.
Nope. Easton's going to get the third batter swing in there.
Sure.
And that'll end the inning there. How many strikeouts is that for her now?
Seven strikeouts. 3 of them looking.
It's a good body of work there.
Yeah. We got to get the bats hot because we trail 8-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Again, baseball still up 7-1 at Southside. They're in the top of the 7th. We're a little behind them here, getting ready to start the bottom of the 6th. Good news is we're going to start with the speedy Addie Yates, followed by Riley Fithian and Kinsley Mitchell.
This middle part of the order has had a few good hits coming out of there.
Yeah, Yates had a single in the second. She flew out, if you remember, back in the 3rd inning. It was that play to left center where the center fielder Walker just kind of got a great read on it, ran over, made that catch. Could very, very easily be 2 for 2 today.
Yeah, we both thought that ball had a chance to get down. It just hung up just a little bit too long.
Yeah, so she has a single and a fly out. She's going to lead us off here, bottom of the 6th inning.
Now batting, number 11, Addie Yates.
Addie Yates, also a senior. She's got her Little League softball pictures up there. She grounded a ball to the shortstop. Shortstop's able to bounce one over to first. And
Now batting,
Cloverson, or not Cloverson, Phelan did a good job holding on to that ball and getting the out. She's been pretty solid over there at first, not letting a whole lot get by her. Riley watches the first ball on the outside there.
Sarton's going to get behind 2-0 in the count. Fithian gets ahead.
Looks like Fayetteville and Bentonville West just finished. Bentonville West was able to win that game 2-1.
Catches the top of the zone there.
Definitely, that was to the displeasure of the crowd out here.
Oh, boy.
Riley's way ahead 3-1 right here.
Ultimate hitters count, looking for a fastball.
She's going to get in. She's going to drive that to right field. Gets by the right fielder. She's definitely going to get a second base out of that. Stand-up double.
That's a stand-up double by Riley Fithian.
Like to see that.
Yeah, Franklin played that one off the wall, and honestly, the way she played it off the wall kept Fithian at second.
Yes, it did. She was quick to get to that ball and able to get that one in. They've been really solid defensively out here today. Riley's one of my favorite base runners because she's always looking to try to make those catchers make a throw, make them think about it. She was the one that got into that pickle early in there where we were able to score our first run. Kinsley fouls that one off.
always forget. Kinsley's a freshman.
Yes, she is. She's been really solid out there at short all season long. It's tough to do as a freshman.
She plays with a lot of confidence. You don't see that in a lot of the younger players, but she kind of carries herself with a lot of confidence.
She drives one out to the gap. That's going to get to the fence.
Gosh.
Looks like Riley's going to come around and score. Kinsley's going to hold up at second with another stand-up double. We're going to switch positions, as we like to say, switch bases.
And that ball almost hit the wall. It bounced about a foot short of the wall, and I thought, man, that ball could bounce off the wall. It could get stuck right in that 90-degree corner.
Yep.
When I first saw it hit, I was like, okay, it hit the gap, and then it kept going and kept going. That might reach the wall.
Yep.
And it did.
And it did.
198 feet. Actually, probably about.
It's probably about 205.
205? Yeah.
Probably about 205 out there.
Looking on the right field line, seeing that 200 marker, but center's 210.
210, yep.
So it's probably 205 to right center. Bounces off the wall by Rogers' Lady Mounties sign.
Laurel just hit that one foul. Culverson over there at third backhanded it, but got it just over the line.
Probably fortunate for us, and I've seen those balls so close to first. I don't know how from home plate you call that one.
She drove another one right there.
Yeah.
Culverson's going to pull her off the
She's
bag, though. Culverson's going to pull her off the bag. That is...
That's a wild call.
Don't really like that call because I don't think that... I don't think
Coach
she
Ray.
was trying to run or anything like that. She did not make an advancement.
Coach Ray's about to get tossed.
It's like Coach is going to have another conversation with that umpire over there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the argument is that Tumala did not make a move to second. Oh, even though he called her out, he's going to call her safe. He's saying she was safe at first.
Oh, wow. Coach
Which
Ray.
is the right call right there.
It is.
Because Tumala was not making an advancement to second at all. So now we're runners on first and third. Very different situation here.
Very different. And that ball, I mean, that was a tough play. We're going to get a courtesy runner there.
That looks like number 6, which I believe is Ava Padilla.
Yeah. And not a courtesy runner. It's going to be a pinch runner. But Coach Ray gets the appeal. She's 1 for 3 today.
At least she won one of them here. That's a good one to win, though.
Right.
Puts that first pitch in the dirt.
Easton Wyatt ahead 1-0. Oh, wow.
And Ava
Close.
Padilla is able to get in there.
That's
underneath that
close.
tag.
Man, that was a close call. That was risky trying to take second there. And honestly, the defense was good. That ball, I don't know if it could have been thrown better. From Culverson to Jones.
Nope.
To try to get Padilla there. That was, I thought that she might have got her there, but
Once again, that was well played. I mean, their defense is definitely solid.
slid
We
under
were
the
just
tag.
able to get underneath that tag. And I think it's because Padilla slid on the outside of the bag, away from the tag. So she was able to have just a little bit more time to be able to get to that plate, get to the back. And they're really trying to hold Kinsley down there at third.
They are.
Throwing the ball down there a couple times. Sometimes that's risky. You got to be able to catch the ball, and sometimes throwing it at the runner gets them in trouble. Wyatt hit that ball over to second. She's able to get the out at first, but not before Mitchell's able to score, and Padilla advances to third. So we've got one out, scored 2 runs here. That'll bring Izzy Anderson up to the plate, back up to the top of the lineup here.
Gosh, missed her favorite part.
She loves to point at that when she's hearing that song.
Yeah,
That's when we all know she's ready to go. And she laces one. She's going to outrun that one pretty easily, honestly.
Yeah.
Going to score an RBI there. Just hit a slow roller down to the shortstop. Shortstop's not able to charge it. Had to wait for that ball to come to her, and that gave Izzy more than enough time to be able to get to the bag. So that'll bring Tumala up. This top four, I keep saying it over and over again all season long. This top four is going to cause trouble, and they like to. And Rosie Tumala is swinging at that first pitch, just barely hits that one foul. But she's ready to go too. And they kind of feed off of each other. It's fun to watch.
Cuts the lead to 4. We got a crooked number up already here in the bottom of the 6th. 4-8, your Mounties trail.
But this is about the time we're starting to see people coming through third and fourth time through the lineup here. Izzy's going to steal a ball easy on a wild pitch. She's looking for third, but not going to get there.
I thought Tumala might try to get some ice cream there. She jumped out of the way in the last second there. Let's that ball go by.
Her sister took some lumps the last couple of games. She had a nice bruise on her on her arm from getting ice cream.
Battle scars.
Rosie pops one up to center field. It's a little shallow. And that'll do it. She's able to pull that ball in, and I'll do it for that inning. But not before we put up a crooked number and cut the lead in half. Like to see that. Going into the 7th, 8-4.
Yeah, we're going to hear a message from some of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
At Arvest Bank, we believe financial confidence should be within reach for everyone. Whether you're just getting started, planning for your future, or starting a new chapter, we're here to help you plan and reach your goals every step of the way. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
And here we are. Top of the 7th, Easton Wyatt gets number 3 to swing here, Zaylee Franklin. Can't quite get the pitch, can't quite get the strike call on that one. It's a little upstairs. And here we go, the 1-1 delivery. Looks like sometimes she's struggling with that pitch and kind of bounces it out into the batter's box over there. That one must have been just a little low.
Yeah, he's like that low pitch. I'm thinking low, maybe a little on the outside. I'm not sure. Maybe a little too low.
It definitely didn't have the movement back in that it's had. There was the movement back in. And sure enough, he got the strike call.
Right? It was just a little bit different. So that last pitch must have just barely missed.
Yep. And I think it's that spin. I think when that ball's coming back in, he's more likely to call it a strike. She's going to end up with a walk to begin the 7th inning. Don't like walking the first batter coming out of there. That puts the offense at a very big advantage there.
And I'm not against rewarding good softball. If the play is, if it's close, and it's the right play, if it's close and it's the right pitch, if it's the right thing, and you reward the player for making the right play or the right pitch, I'm for that. If it's a close call, if it's kind of borderline, if it's in the field, and they make a good play, give them the out, or if they make a bad play and it's close, but it's still close, it wasn't a good play, it wasn't a good softball play, then make them safe.
Yep.
I think we're seeing that a little bit with the home plate. Some of the calls there. If the pitch is doing what it's supposed to do, more likely to get that call.
Well, we found ourselves 2-1 here. And there's that pitch again. She's able to get the curve back in here. I was a little more over the plate. I'm surprised we didn't get a swing on that one. Got your favorite 22 up there again.
Deuce is wild. Need 2 outs too.
And she got it on that corner right there.
It's such a close call that like I talked about just a second ago. That's rewarding good pitching right there.
And that's such a tough pitch to hit too because it's low and outside for that right-handed batter. That's a tough one to go after.
If you do, there's not a lot you can do with it. Just try to poke it down the line, send it out if you can get it up to the right side of the field.
I think most of the time you're just hoping to kind of foul that ball off and get another one that maybe you can do something with, or maybe she pitches another ball out there and you get a walk down the line. But
yeah, that's best case scenario.
Yep. See if Easton can adjust to these left-handed batters. Oh, our catcher down there was pointing out that I wish she would have waited just a little bit longer. She's still stepping outside of that box. She's right on that line.
It's a frozen rope right back up the middle.
Yep. Not much you can do about that one.
Nobody. Number 4, Elizabeth Green.
Not 100% sure that batter was totally in the box, but
I feel like every sport they say is a game of inches.
Yep. And they're going to lay down a bunt here. Easton's going to field it, and she's going to get the out at first, but the runners are going to advance. Now, the nice thing about that is we've got 2 outs.
Nobody. Number 6,
So we can play Callie Culverson pretty straight up here. Hopefully look for an easy out at first or maybe another strikeout.
That's about a perfect bunt. You can't do much better than that. That's right at Izzy Anderson.
Great. Yep. Hit that one right at Izzy Anderson. Izzy, I don't think had to take but one step, and she actually started to come in on it and stopped. And that ball just came right to her. That'll end the inning.
Good defense. Couple of hits. 1 hit. 1 walk. No runs.
No runs. That's the important part. Gives us a chance here.
Right. So we're going to be in the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll see if we can dig ourselves out of a hole. Got 3 runs back last inning. Down 4. Score is 4-8. The final inning of regulation, we'll say. Get 4 runs, we get some free softball.
Hopefully it stays that way. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go do some work. We have a nice pink scoreboard up here for the regular parts of the game, but I might have to run over and do a little bit of work if we go to extra innings.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
It's going to change colors on us?
Yeah, it'll go back to blue.
Oh. Well, if it had to go to a different color, that's the one we want.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
But it's pink. It's pink out night, so we'd like to keep it pink.
For sure. Marley wore pink today. She saw it on social media this morning. She told me before school. This morning she's like, hey, it's pink out tonight. I wore my pink. I saw it.
Way to go.
On Mountie Softball social media.
They were making fun of me earlier because I also have my pink. I put a little pink ribbon on the back of my hat.
You don't have a hat extender. Your hat doesn't. Your head doesn't require a hat extender. I was talking to Coach Worthy. He has to have a hat extender on all of his hats. The size of his head and his hair. He has a little hat extender. Good for him, though. He knows what's up. I said, I recognize that. I worked at a hat store in college, Lids, in the mall.
Yeah.
Sold lots of hats.
Well, I don't have much hair to get in the way, so.
He's got a lot.
Yes,
He's got enough for you and I both.
Yes, he does.
There we go.
bangs one down through in between first and second. Get an easy single.
Now batting number 4, Brooke Dixon.
We do have a new pitcher. Number 7, Phelan, is pitching now. They moved 23. They just kind of swapped first and pitcher here.
Tell you what I noticed earlier, whenever Phelan was on first, she was kind of dancing. She has like very much outgoing personality on the field, and she's not wearing a mask. She's just out there.
Yep, she's a ball player. She's ready to go.
Right.
This might be a double play, though. Nope, not quite able to get over there. Rayleigh did a good job sliding, making a good defensive slide, make that second baseman have to move over a little bit. Not quite an easy throw.
Now batting number 11, Addie Gates.
And Brooke Dixon, the fielder's choice there. The potential of a 6-4-3, but like you said, Wagner kind of disrupted that. Here's what I don't understand. I was watching that play at first there. How do we still not have a safety bag in high school softball and baseball? Blows my mind.
I think it depends on the stadium itself. Like, I think I've read some rules where they can have a safety bag, but this ball's going to get down. Little short ball to the center fielder. She wasn't quite able to come up with it. She was running hard to make the play, but scooted right under her glove.
Walker hasn't had a whole lot of action since back in the, what was that, the third inning when Yates hit that out to right center. She's been out there freezing.
She's
a jacket on.
She's in a coat, too. Yep.
Yeah. But nice piece of hitting there from Yates. I wonder if she knows. I wonder if she knows a center fielder, if they're friends or something like that. She's hit 2 her way tonight.
Going to bounce one right over the top. Riley's not quite able to get that beyond the second baseman. We're down to our final out.
Time to make some noise with the bats.
Kinsley hit a ball out to the right field wall, the last one.
Last inning.
Love to see her duplicate that again. She
That's
got up
too
on
bad.
that one, but it's going to go foul. And nobody's able quite to get there. I think that's one of your favorite little plays right there.
I hate that. I had PTSD. Again. Every time they do that. Is it 2020? Razorbacks? No. What's that?
See if we can make them pay.
22? Bermuda Triangle? I want to downplay people that actually have PTSD. So I know it's a serious thing to deal with, but man, kind of makes your heart skip a beat a little bit when that ball falls between 3 fielders.
We always talk about not giving them an extra out. If you can make that play, you want to make that play. Oh, but that's going to end the game.
Yeah,
Number
that's
7's
tough
going to
one.
get that pitch on the outside, and Kinsley watched it for the strikeout. And unfortunately, we're going to come up on the losing end of that one.
Yep, that's going to be your final 8-4. Lady Mavericks do win it. Like I saw the final at Southside. The baseball team did go ahead and finish it off 9-1 there. Thanks for tuning in to RHS TV. Love to see you at the ballpark. Tell people best Frito pies this side of the Mississippi. Got to come out to the ballpark. Get your ballpark dog, ballpark Frito pies. We'll be here Friday for boys and girls soccer versus Heritage crosstown matchup. They like to call it a rivalry. And then we'll have baseball going on versus Ozark, Missouri. We'll maybe make a phone call, see if we can talk them into bringing some cashew chicken when they come down. My name's Zach Land, joined Jeff Anderson.
Good night.
Roll Mounts.